Good morning, everybody. I guess it's a gorgeous day in Denver. If you're here, they say 96. What sounds better than a cool restaurant for some great Italian food with lots of summer ideas? My pal Ron Robinson from Gaetano's
Good
Italian.
morning.
How are you?
Good. Beautiful day today. Going to
Yes.
be a little warm, so got to stay cool.
Well, number one, you have air conditioning.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, Gaetano's is wonderful at any time of year. I guess the small domes are they're causing trouble today.
They're always causing trouble.
Well, if somebody might not know, Gaetano's is what, about 70 years old now?
70 years old. Yeah, it started in 1945.
Wow.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. I mean, people come in there every day about a story about the small domes. It's crazy. I used to live upstairs. I lived down the street. I lived in the small domes house.
Well,
It's crazy.
somebody
I mean,
told me a story the other day, and I can't remember that there was another Gaetano's and in another city, and
there's a bunch of them. New York, California.
that were the same with competing gangs.
Oh, I don't know about that. All as I know is they were in Pueblo. They had a Gaetano's down there, and then they came up here. But there's other Gaetanos. I mean, people make reservations and they say, we made a reservation. Was my reservation? Well, it was in California. So, I mean, there's like two or three different kind of Gaetanos,
Okay,
you know?
no, I heard there was, it was because my answer was I knew there was more. And
Uh-huh.
they said this one was direct competition while in the old days
Oh, really?
because it was a competing mafia game.
Oh, really?
We're
Well,
going to
that's
have to find out.
it could be true. There's just a lot of history. It's crazy.
It's got more
So,
history than we do.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, in case
yeah.
somebody doesn't know, tell me about Gaetano's.
So, basically, like I say, it's been there for 70 years, owned by the Small Doan family. They came up from Pueblo. They started as a grocery store and then turned it into a restaurant. And so all the family was cooking there, and they would do a lot of different things down in the basement. There was a room where they'd have slot machines, so they dealt with those. They do a lot of bootlegging. They'd play a lot of cards and gamble, all in different kind of rooms down there. And like I say, they were buying their scotch from a guy in Canada, and then they found out about this guy in Chicago was selling it for $33 a case, and that was Capone. And Capone's been in there a couple times, and Sammy Davis, Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, they've all been in there playing cards. And so there's just a lot of history, and the family used to like play cards upstairs, and the kids would look out for the feds. And so if the feds started coming to the door, they would go to a back room or a fire pole, and they jump on the fire pole and they go down to the basement and they run out the back door. You know, these are just funny stories.
Well trained children.
Yeah.
But today, Gaetano's has great food,
Thank you.
totally up to date,
Hmm.
contemporary, good ingredients, all the things that who
Yeah.
cared it was them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about the menu and what goes on there, especially what, well, tell us about what they always have, but what are you doing for summer? Because I know you
Well,
always,
I mean, it's like, we have our menu, and it's so hard to change it and take anything off. I mean, it's when I talk to you, it's like we put the new chicken dish on. And I mean, I'll try to put different things on, but it's like I really can't take anything off. So, it's come up to be like about 60 items. I mean, people look at the menu and they just say, wow, how do you cook all of this stuff? So, our top sellers are basically chicken parm, lasagna, has always been there. But we're making homemade gnocchi every day. We're making the bolognese every day. And the lasagna, we make every day is amazing. It's like 5 layers, and those are the two top best sellers. But as far as so when the seasons change, so what we're trying to do now is like, well, probably I'm going to start it tonight. Probably run like a grilled watermelon caprese. Maybe do something with mango, make a nice couple, a mango salad, doing something like that.
Right.
But basically, turning the corner as the season changes. So, we're doing like a dessert of the month. We just had a strawberry cake, which was amazing, and now we're doing an olive oil cake. So we're going to start that, and so it's just staying up with the times and trying to do different things, and we do a lot of seafood things. We're making homemade raviolis. I love making baked stuffed shrimp from back east, with the crab stuffing and all that stuff, and that's always good. Sometimes we'll run, twin lobster tails with an angry pasta, and just do different stuff like that. But I'll bring in a whole halibut and cut the whole thing up, when you got fresh halibut like in 20 minutes,
Which I think is something that should be really emphasized. You make incredible bolognese, whether it's clam pot, aglio olio, or clams, whatever. You always have a very fresh fish special for the
Yes.
person who doesn't want a bowl of pasta.
Right.
And then you always have a meat on there, aside from Sunday night.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'll do prime rib on Sunday nights. And like I
That's
said,
every Sunday.
that's every Sunday night. Yes, prime rib. And we'll usually do like, fresh mashed potatoes or fresh green beans with it or something like that. But Friday, Saturday, I always usually have like homemade New England clam chowder that we make. I bring in the whole belly clams. I'll bring in some quahogs, and I'll bring them, I'll make them fresh, just like my mother used to make. My father would go quahog, bring the quahogs in, and my mother would make the stuff. So, I picked up a lot of stuff being a chef and everything from my mother, which is crazy. But we do that, and then we also make lobster bisque. I'll bring in whole lobster shells, and I'll simmer those lobster shells for an hour or so, and then make a great stock, and then make my stuff with a mirepoix, and throw some sherry in there, tomato paste in there, and then it just comes up as an excellent lobster bisque. So
Guess who just joined us?
Hello, sorry.
Chris,
That guy who does some of that cooking. Yes.
yeah, there he is.
We're just talking about summer things that we're adding to the menu. And we got to the clams, and that you want to tell us a couple of the things that maybe Ron didn't tell us?
Yeah, I know we got the spinach salad on there. It's got a poppy seed dressing, strawberries, feta cheese. We're gonna do the watermelon caprese salad as well. Watermelon's back in season, and it's the best time to do it. So hot outside. We got the grilled artichoke as another appetizer that we just can't seem to keep up with. Got the roasted garlic aioli with that. It's really good. We got a new gelato in, caramel sea salt gelato. That one's really good too.
Tell her about the other gelatos that we're gonna maybe bring on, like the champagne gelato.
Yeah. I had a gelato rep in here the other day, and she gave me a bunch of samples. They have really good products. They make everything with no preservatives, no additives, no colors, and we're gonna probably get a champagne gelato in here. Probably a cannoli gelato that they make that is super good. A cannoli gelato. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah.
I'm from Missouri. You'll have to show me.
I'm sure I'll see you soon. We'll get you some.
Only okay. Well, it's cheese and eggs. It could be good. Actually, it's sort of sure. All right. Just remember, I really am from Missouri. And fun things though, or lighter fish items. The chicken Milanese, which is now on the menu,
Yeah,
is certainly not as heavy,
no.
some of the other items. There are lots of things to choose from. Or I know people who go there. One of our mutual friends, she's never ordered anything except lobster ravioli.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
And she
Yeah,
comes all the time.
yeah, she loves that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, some people just never change.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But you have specials every night as well.
Chris?
Yeah. We run a different special for lunch and dinner every single day. Most of the time on the weekends, depending on what else we decide to order, we run fresh fish specials every Friday and Saturday. We get whole halibut, whole grouper, things like that. Break it down. We save the rest of the fish, make stocks out of it, make soups out of that. We do prime rib every single Sunday with certified Angus beef. Um, yeah, there's a special every single day, lunch and dinner.
So this is an Italian joint that really has high-end food, and you make your own pastas and all that as well, right?
Yeah. We make our own gnocchi in the house, and I think it's probably our number one seller.
Your gnocchi are very good. I have a friend who only eats gnocchi there. I mean, no matter what, oh, I love this, I'll have gnocchi. Okay. You know what I mean? I'm not going to change anybody's mind. But it's really fun because there are so many things from which to choose.
Yeah,
But it's
like
also,
adding.
it's also like the soups that we make. Nobody really talks about those, but I mean,
Well,
they're pretty amazing, we just made a cream of carrot soup the other day, which was awesome, we're probably Monday or so make a peach gazpacho and see what happens with that.
I'm coming next week. That sounds
Okay.
beyond
Okay.
perfect.
So, but I mean, but the soups in general, it's just they're very good. And I think people come in, they think spaghetti meatballs, but I mean,
I don't.
no, I know, but there's just a lot of other things. So
Right.
just trying to
And
keep up with it all.
if you really want to be the Italian thing, with Pagliacci's years ago, had the great minestrone, and that's your recipe.
We have the recipe.
Right.
Right.
Right. And every time I see it come up,
Yeah.
oh, I wish I could get it. I
Yeah.
want it right back.
Right.
Go just to Gaetano's.
Right. Well, yeah, I mean, when you come in, you take a couple to go home. And so you know what it's like. I mean, it's very good. It's with 13 vegetables, and we make that all the time. It's hard to keep up with it. But I'm just saying, a lot of people just think we might be like packaged soups and stuff like that. But I mean, we make an excellent roasted tomato soup. It's just, you take the tomatoes, you roast them and peel them. I mean, it's all from scratch. It's very good. So.
And portions are tiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Ron orders like, I don't know, 14 cases of to-go boxes every week.
Oh my God, I can't keep up with it.
That I'm sure you lose money on. And
I can't keep up with it.
Well, don't be so nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's why people come. Prices are great.
Yeah.
I would say most people have a second meal.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And that's a plus. That's a plus.
Me, that's how
right. I mean, they could feel like they're at Gaetano's at their house the next day. So, but on another note, we just had CBS Colorado come in a couple of weeks ago and do an interview, and then we just had the Great American Restaurants. They came in probably about a month ago. So all of these are going to be on our website here pretty soon. So just getting a lot of publicity, which is great.
Well, good. We can even put these little Zoom interviews up, and you can enjoy them there too. They can see more of you.
Definitely.
Great. But the whole point is Gaetano's is an old-fashioned, to some extent, Italian restaurant but the old fashioned sits here.
Mm-hmm.
Modern, fabulous food
Mm-hmm.
is what it's all about.
Right. Right. But you got to be innovative. You know what I mean? You can't be just like, I mean, all those restaurants that used to be there, like Patsy's. I mean, it was the same thing all the time. You know what I mean? But at least we're trying to be innovative sometimes. With who would think that Gaetano's would bring in fresh halibut or fresh grouper, the
Right.
whole fish and break it down? Who would think that Gaetano's would make fresh New England clam chowder? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just all different things.
Right.
Then plus you have the lasagna, you have the meatballs, and it's all that, so.
And you do lunch and you do brunch. You're open all the time.
Yes, we have an excellent brunch, Saturday, Sunday from 11 to 3. We have 6 different kind of mimosas. Now, probably another week or so, I'm gonna come up with this Bloody Mary mimosa bar, where you can go up and you make your own mimosas, and you can make your own Bloody Mary, okay? So I'm trying to design that. I have it in my head what I want to do. As you know, that we used to have the biggest Bloody Mary bar. We got several awards from Westward, but then when COVID came in, I had to, put that away. But
But you didn't have people making their own. Well,
yeah, but
they
I'm
added.
slowly going to bring that. But we used to make like candied peppered bacon, the grilled shrimp, and all that stuff. And I mean, it was a lot to set up, like 60 different hot spices and everything. But
You're
this is
gonna
going to be a little on the mobile side. It's going to be a smaller version, but still, it's going to be nice.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Great. And lunch is every day but Monday.
Yes. Yeah. It's 11:30 to 4. So,
Do
and
you
then,
do happy hour?
we do different things. I mean, we have like 5 standard things that we run. We'll run like a French dip. We'll run like a baked ziti. We're still doing the fish and chips. And those are standard things, every day that we run a different special plus another different special too. So, but
Do
you
you
know,
have,
it gives the chefs a chance to, do different things,
okay. Do you have happy hour?
Yes, it's 4 to 6, Monday through Friday. The
Oh,
dollar off wine, will, and beer. And then there's deals on the food too. So
well,
very
chef, I guess you keep busy back there, right?
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, we have the staples, all the classic dishes that you can't seem to get rid of, but we add a new thing every few weeks, and the menu just keeps getting bigger.
Uh,
It's all manageable. It keeps us on our toes, and I want to keep everyone happy and get as many customers in here as we can.
and before we run out of time, you do make gluten-free, you make vegan, whatever they want. And I know that you will accommodate, make anything within reason that somebody really would request, which is great.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. We definitely don't want to turn anyone away. And if you have dietary restrictions or anything like that, we want to try to make you happy within reason. Yeah.
Well, and great service too. Okay, Ron, give us the hours and all that good stuff.
Well, like I say, it's lunch is Tuesday through Friday, 11:30 to 4. Brunch is 11 to 3, Friday, Saturday, and
No,
dinner.
no,
I mean Saturday, Sunday, and
Okay.
then dinner is Monday, basically Monday through Sunday is
Right.
dinner. So, yeah, I mean, Monday, I got to tell people to make reservations. You know what I mean? Because
If you don't, you're crazy, because it's always volatile.
right, and a lot of people come in, they want to eat at the bar, but sometimes the bar is full too. But I do recommend, definitely reservations. So, and we also do catering too. I mean, we have a nice catering menu, where people can come in and they, pick up sheets of lasagna, tiramisu, baked ziti. We can do all of that stuff.
And I know because I've used it. You do a
Yeah,
fabulous. I
yeah,
mean, your catering is great.
right.
Address.
3760 Tejon, Denver. Phone number 303-455-9852. Websites, Gaetano'sItalian.com. Please
And
join us and be part of the family.
that's very sweet. And you do really save yourself the aggravation. Make yourself a reservation, and they have a parking lot too. Everything you want is right on the corner of 38th and Tejo.
Mhm.
And for all of you viewing this, please like and subscribe to the Gab, that's GABB, on YouTube, and it's Gabby Gourmet on Facebook, Instagram, and you might often see me at Gaetano's. A favorite of mine, and everyone I know only wants to go to Gaetano's, so I am forced to show
We
up.
love having you, you know that.
Yeah, even if I make you all crazy. You're wonderful. Have a great weekend. Are you open Father's Day too?
Yeah. Yep,
Okay.
we're open Father's Day all day.
Okay.
Thank you
Have-
very much for having us on.
Thank
Much
you.
love to all of you. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Have a great weekend, everyone.
You too.